welcome. This is to take a look at the body cam. Give us a special shout out. I put a link over there and I will pin it. You guys get 3 doses of me today. 3 doses, baby. 3 doses. Look out. We got lots to do. Where's our girl, Chrissy? Give a shout out.
Okay, with Idaho4, Lincoln Edward, 2980, 6th and line.
They're calling. Here we go.
Good evening.
Hi, yeah, my headlight's out. I'm actually trying to earn money to go.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Yep, no big deal. I'm Corporal Payne. That's why I stopped you guys. Yep.
All right, Corporal Payne, come on down, baby. Corporal Payne, let's do it. Wake up, y'all. This is an impromptu live. There she is. Want to point out that she has her screen up on her phone. It's in like the handle. Here is Molly McMichael Payne greeting her June of 2022, just a couple months before the murders.
Where are you guys headed this evening?
Good, just in the middle of the dash, so I just wanted to...
Okay, gotcha. You got your registration proof of insurance as well?
Yeah, I got everything. Usually they know because the dashing has got it all set up at the app.
All right, so if you use the mirror over here to the left, you can get a nice little glimpse there at Molly. So if you use the mirror to the left there, make it bigger for you guys. Corporal Payne in my ass, says Molly. So she mentions that the DoorDash, it's all set up through them. If I didn't have my, right things, I wouldn't be able to DoorDash, yada, yada, yada.
Registration right there.
Registration. Insurance card. I have the older one. I gotta print off the new one.
So right there, I haven't printed off the new one. I just haven't printed off the new one. That would be a motherfucking lie. So if you guys want to count the lies, you guys can. In order to print off a new one, you have to have insurance. Okay? You can't print off something that does not exist. So we want to talk about the character that's going to come out in this trial. Every single person that we've ever seen on body cam with the police in this case have lied to the police officers. I mean, it's that simple. There has not been a person that I've come across yet that hasn't lied to the cops.
Okay, well, I'll double check on my end for you. If you can look and see if you can find a new one of these. Do you have one?
I don't have one on me. I gotta print it off. I actually got stopped the other day, and I got a call.
I actually got stopped the other day. Why did you get stopped? Nobody knows if you have insurance or not. So did she have headlights out the other day?
Indeed, too, because they said that I didn't have insurance and there's issues, and so yeah, I know it's gonna come up all cleared. But yeah, it's all cleared out. That's why I could use the dash.
Okay.
She's saying that it's all cleared up, and that's why that she can use the dash. Is if she didn't have insurance, she could not use the dash. All right. I know we got some door dashers out there. What are your thoughts on if this is accurate or not? Okay. Now we will find out a couple more things to come.
If I didn't have insurance, they wouldn't actually let me use the dash.
Okay. Well,
if I didn't have insurance, they wouldn't actually let me use the dash, the app.
Well, I'll check on my end. If you don't have a way to prove it, I might have to issue a citation, okay? So I'll double check. Sometimes we get them on the state return for your vehicle, but if not, then I'll have to issue a citation.
This is when you just learn to be quiet, just saying.
that, okay?
It's going to come up saying that I don't, because, yeah, I got to call the gate.
Okay. What's, is the, let's see what's a good address for you. Is Garfield still a good address for you? Okay. What's a good phone number?
Garfield is in Moscow, Idaho. Garfield Street. It's a street.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I'll be right back with you, okay?
I'll go ahead.
Moscow 157, code 4. Will be busy issue.
157, 154.
Moscow 157, code 4. Will be busy issue.
Yeah, that's my boy 157. You know that's his number. That's that badge, baby. 157, Payne in the house. I'm gonna be busy.
Starting sync process. Please wait.
No return to Idaho.
Sync
Through
is
Iowa
complete.
ID only. Please. Copy, thank you.
Now this is somebody should actually clock it to see how long it takes to do this. Oh wait, we've already done that.
Okay.
Code Corp scanner detected. Code Corp scanner detected. Code Corp scanner detected.
Nick Michael, there it is, Molly. You put in Holly or Molly. Oh, there they go. There they go. There they go. Blocking it out. Yeah. Payne sees something he likes. Okay,
This
so
person is required to have corrected lenses.
look how sweet that is. It tells you that. All right, so one thing that we noted over here is that Molly is door dashing at approximately 9, if you want to put like 9:15, 9:20 p.m. I would love to see Molly's DoorDash records to see when she is on and active online to be able to pick up dashes. Okay, because that'd be really important to see. Like, does she normally take dashes at 4 a.m.? What days does she normally take the 4 a.m. dashes? But we will find out soon enough right here that Molly is not alone. Okay, Molly is not alone, and it's really, really important. Okay, not only is Molly not alone, but you're going to find out that she has a little furry friend. She has a designer dog with her. So we'll see that really soon here. I feel like we're a Night Rider. Like, it's Kit that's talking to you in the car. Like, tell me that's not kind of cool.
You closing the report. I'm going to stay in the area. Just make sure he leaves. Moscow 175.
Okay. Did you guys see that right there? Hold on. Right there. Detective Payne wears a Garmin. You guys see that on his left hand there? I want to know if he was wearing that on November 13th, on November 12th. Look at on his left hand right there. See, I use videos for other reasons, but everybody's been asking about Officer Payne and blah, blah, blah. Well, this one's a birthday gift for Miss Potts. Officer Payne wears a Garmin that tracks your steps. And so I'm curious if he was wearing that on 11/12 and 11/13. Curious of his steps and what time he got on over and walking around.
Moscow 175.
Moscow 175. So that'd be the 175 badge calling in.
You can close it, no reports. I'm going to stay in the area. Just make sure he leaves.
I'm going to stay in this area, make sure that he leaves. Talking about a different incident.
Wait, 36.
All right. Officer Payne wrote up the ticket. Now. All right. So the make, model of the vehicle, we've all come to know about this before when she talked about a Subaru, but here's the Subaru Forester. We're leaning towards a 2013 model based off of the spokes of the wheels. 2013. But it could range anywhere between a 2011, 2016. How about that?
Alrighty, ma'am, here's your documents back for you. Okay.
Okay, just so everybody's clear, the person that you can see in the window with the reflection, that's bald Officer Payne. You can see how short he is. Okay. That's not a person that's inside the vehicle. That's him, Officer Payne.
So I was unable to find anything on the state return, just like you said, all right? So I am going to issue a citation. Now, generally how these work is if you can go to the courthouse and show that at the time you were pulled over, you had current insurance, then they sometimes will work with you and they can just dismiss it, okay? The reason we issue these citations is obviously if you hit somebody and you don't have insurance, that person's out a lot of money, right? So we take it pretty serious, all right?
Okay, so right there, I want to show you guys. She is eating like noodles, you know? So not only does she have a dog, she also is eating and driving. She has a dog. We're about to see the second person in the vehicle.
Time you were pulled over, you had current insurance, then they sometimes will work with you and they can just dismiss it, okay? The reason we issue these citations is obviously if you hit somebody and you don't have insurance, that person's out a lot of money, right? So we take it pretty serious, all right? So
I need to get it straightened out.
Yeah.
I've gotten money in the past. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to go on.
Okay, alrighty, sounds good. Well, I'll just explain this to you real quick, okay? So this is your information up top.
Okay, watch this. Now, this is hilarious to me. She just starts eating her food while Officer Payne is she's like just at lunch with him, just starts eating the noodles. Okay, noodles is something that you heat up so that it's like at a good temperature. She is just totally like, yeah, whatever, man. Like, I'm just gonna start eating my noodles. You guys, I've never seen something like this. I mean, when you want to talk about just like the behavior, and then like Bryan's behavior during the pullover.
The vehicle you're driving right in the middle, where I saw you, and this is the infraction, is failure to provide proof of liability insurance, okay? The fine for that is $131.50, okay? If you want to contest it, you can do so on the 30th of June at 8 a.m. at the courthouse up here, okay? If you don't want to contest it, make sure you make arrangements, go up there and talk to them, or pay it before that time, okay? Any questions for me?
Nope, I'm right.
All right, you guys. Well, good luck and just try to get your headlight.
Right there, you heard him say, "You guys." He says, "You guys." You're also going to be able to see a little sneak peek of him, but so everybody can hear. Ready?
June at 8 a.m. at the courthouse up here, okay? If you don't want to contest it, make sure you make arrangements, go up there and talk to them, or pay it before that time, okay? Any questions for me?
Nope, I'm right.
All right, you guys. Well, good luck and just try to get your headlight fixed whenever you have a chance. I know it can be expensive, so.
Yeah,
All right, you guys. Is that right? Is that
I'm just waiting
right?
because I had 3 of them go out on me.
Yep, lovely.
I know.
Yep,
I'm like, holy cow, and I just bought new ones.
of course. All right.
I had 3 of them go out of me. and they just, I just bought new ones. I had 3 go out. I've never had 3 headlights go out at the same time. I mean, awesome. This woman has to have just the world's worst luck.
You guys have a good evening, okay? Drive safe. Thank you. Expensive, so
Yeah.
this is for me?
Nope, I'm
All
right.
right. All righty, guys. Well, good luck. Information up top. The vehicle you're driving right in the middle. All righty. Sounds good.
Yeah, I need to get it certified.
And how these work. All righty, ma'am. Here's your documents back for you. Okay? So I was unable to find anything on the state return, just like you said. All right? So I am going to issue a citation. Now, generally how these work. And line. Good evening.
Yeah, my headlight's out. I'm actually trying to earn money to go.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Yep. No big deal. I'm Corporal Payne. That's why I stopped you guys. All right. Where are you guys headed this evening?
Good. Just in the middle of a dash, so I just wanted to.
Okay. Gotcha. You got your.
Where are you headed this evening? I'm just in the middle of a dash. Okay. Let's go right here to right here. Ready?
Yeah, I need to get it certified.
Yeah.
I've got money. So
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Sounds good. Well, I'll just explain this to you real quick. Okay. So this is your information up top. The vehicle you're. The reason we issue these time you were pulled over, you had current insurance, then they sometimes will work with you and they can just dismiss it, okay? The reason we issue these citations is obviously if you hit somebody and you don't have insurance, that person's out a lot of money, right? So we take it pretty serious, all right? So
yeah, I need to get it certified.
Yeah.
I've got money. So
Yeah. Okay.
Right there. I'm friends with Bill Thompson. Right there. I'm friends with Bill Thompson. Okay. I want you guys to hear it again. Put your earbuds in if you need to. At the 8:56 mark, I'm friends with Bill Thompson. That's the bow, boom.
Citations is obviously if you hit somebody and you don't have insurance, that person's out a lot of money, right? So we take it pretty serious, all right? So
yeah, I need to get it certified.
Yeah.
I've got money. So
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'm friends with Bill Thompson. Take it to the motherfucking bank. So I'm going to go ahead and put my earbuds in just so I can hear it even without it. Now put your earbuds in. Okay. Bill Thompson will take care of this shit. Okay, here we go. Put your earbuds in. Go back. It's going to be at 8:56. She says, I am friends with Bill motherfucking Thompson. And that's going to be our new shirt. I'm friends with Bill Thompson. I mean, she's name dropping Bryan Kohlberger. Okay. So she drops the name Bryan Kohlberger in her last video. Okay. Bryan Kohlberger. She's a name dropper. Here she's like, I'm friends with Bill Thompson. All right. This is unbelievable. I am friends with Bill Thompson. She rattles that off like, don't worry. Like I'll get this all taken care of. Now remember, could she have a relationship with Bill Thompson? Yeah, you guys, because her husband was murdered. Okay. She went through the system. Her husband was murdered. Okay. To say that I'm friends with somebody versus, oh yeah, I know Bill Thompson, I'll see if he can, but friends, I'm friends with Bill Thompson, friends. I'm friends with Bill Thompson. Friends with Bill Thompson. Friends with Bill Thompson. Wild, huh? Okay. I'm friends with Bill Thompson. Now remember, Bill Thompson was a prosecutor in the whole ordeal when her husband was shot and everything like that. So do I expect her to know Bill Thompson and would have dealt with Bill Thompson, would have had like a victim advocate, all those things? Absolutely. 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 So if you go to the 8,
Is obviously if you hit somebody and you don't have insurance, that person's out a lot of money, right? So we take it pretty serious, all right? So
yeah, I need to get it certified.
Yeah.
I've got money. So
Yeah. Okay, all righty.
and I'm friends with Bill Thompson. It's right there. 8:56 to 8:58. Listen to it.
Is obviously if you hit somebody and you don't have insurance, that person's out a lot of money, right? So we take it pretty serious, all right? So
yeah, I need to get it certified.
Yeah.
I've got money. So
Yeah. Okay, alrighty, sounds good. Well, let's explain this to you real quick, okay? So this is your information up top, the vehicle you're driving right in the middle, where I saw you, and this is the infraction, is failure to provide proof of liability insurance, okay? The fine for that is $131.50, okay? If you want to contest it, you can do so on the 30th of June at 8 a.m. at the courthouse up here, okay?
Does everybody need to hear one more time? One more time. One more again. Bill Thompson, baby. Got me on money.
You don't have insurance, that person's out a lot of money, right? So we take it pretty serious, all right? So,
yeah, I need to get it straightened out.
Yeah.
I've gotten one in the past. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Okay, alrighty, sounds good.
That's the last sentence that she says before he says, sounds good. He's like, she says, and I'm friends with Bill Thompson, before she's saying that she needs to get it sorted out. And I'm friends with Bill Thompson is exactly what she says right there. You can't, like, it's one more again. And I'm friends with Bill Thompson. And I'm friends with Bill Thompson. I mean, we could play it in slow motion, but I actually had it up a speed, so maybe that's why.
Well, let's explain this to you real quick, okay? So this is your information up top, the vehicle you're driving right in the middle, where I saw you, and this is the infraction, is failure to provide proof of liability insurance, okay? The fine for that is $131.50, okay? If you want to contest it, you can do so on the 30th of June.
Right here.
So we take it pretty serious, all right? So,
yeah, I need to get it straightened out.
Yeah.
I've gotten one in the past. So
Yeah.
I'm friends with Bill Thompson.
okay, alrighty, sounds good. Well, let's explain this to you.
There it is. And I'm friends with Bill Thompson. Sorry, I had that on 1.25 speed. Now, in the car with her is a gentleman who has a hat on, and it looks like, he's bald all around. It looks like it could be somebody that has cancer. So we did some digging, a lot of digging yesterday, and that's actually why I pushed one of my lives from last night on over to today, which is going to happen at noon. So I did this one. There's going to be a live at noon to talk about Dylan and Bethany. Want to show you guys a different perspective from a different angle. Also, there's going to be a huge reveal tonight on everything that has to do with Molly McMichael, Janelle Brunn, Lars Brunn. That's her dad. Lars is her dad, is Janelle's dad. Janelle worked at Jack in the Box. Janelle is a friend of Molly's. Janelle was driving that truck a month after the arrest of Bryan. Got into a high-speed chase. Now, Janelle's family member, who we either believe is her daughter or her niece, lives in the apartment complex next to Bryan. Okay. Wait till you see the shit that's going to come out of this huge meth, sex trafficking, people writing on Craigslist to get fuck buddies. I mean, it's going to blow your minds. Now, digging into Jimmy James Mackey, okay? If this man is any relation to the James Mackey, who the University of Idaho Student Organizations collection, a collection of photographs documenting student organizations from 1893 to 1992, James Mackey receives a plaque for outstanding graduating engineer. I believe we have a marriage here to an abbot. An abbot's a very, very prominent name in the University of Idaho as well. But in 1964, James Mackey receives a plaque for outstanding graduating engineer. University of Idaho student James Mackey receives the award for outstanding graduating engineer with fellow Idaho Society for Professional Engineers members behind him. Now, ready for this? Janelle is married to Joshua Davidson. So it's actually when she got married, Janelle Ivory Davidson, because she was a Brunn. She gets married to Joshua Davidson, so she becomes a Davidson. That's why her kids' names are Davidson, last name. Guess where Joshua Davidson resided during the murders. None other than Steiner Ave. Right there, the first house from Main Street, Steiner turns into Lauder Ave. It is going to blow your minds. We have a handful of new public requests. We're going to go through a lot of things. Something that I found extremely interesting is when Janelle is getting the hell away from the officers in that high-speed chase that she was in. It was like she knew that if she got to Washington, that they would retreat, that they wouldn't follow her. Okay. It was like she knew that, or they were testing that out, something. But think about this. If you didn't have license plate on a vehicle and you were to be chased out of town, and once you would have got to the Washington border or close to it, if they can't continue to pursue you, well, wow, you weren't able to run any plates because I didn't have any on. You'd get a description of a vehicle, but that's about it, right? And go back and think about that whole not having plates that night. This person was driving without plates. Oh, 100% you could radio the other county. Absolutely. You could do a lot of things. But we're talking about crossing over into Washington, and I want to hear more about that report that, I just couldn't get, my gear shift wasn't working. What? Murky was a quick one. I'll be back here at noon. Yeah, Molly's just a name dropper. Molly is just a name dropper, but it's not even enough that she was saying, like, she wants it to be known she is friends with Bill Thompson. Friends with Bill Thompson.
Good luck, and just try to get your headlight fixed whenever you have a chance. I know it can be expensive, so.
Yeah, I'm just waiting because I had 3 of them go out on me.
Yep, lovely.
I know.
Yep.
I'm like, holy cow, and I just bought new ones.
Of course. All right. Well, you guys have a good evening, okay?
All right, so that's her. Give it up. Give a shout out. Chrissy, good job right there. Christy, I think I said Chrissy earlier, so I want to make sure I'm a true crime junkie, baby. Hit her up. Good work. Awesome. Love it. So right there, mark it down at 8:56 is when she says it.
The reason
I am friends with Bill Thompson.
we issue these citations is obviously if you hit somebody and you don't have insurance, that person's out a lot of money, right? So we take it pretty serious, all right? So
I need to get it straightened out.
Yeah.
I've gotten one in the past. So
Yeah.
I'm friends with Bill Thompson.
Okay, alrighty, sounds good. Well, I'll just explain this to you real quick, okay? So this is your information up top, the vehicle.
So we're doing it. We are getting t-shirts that say, I'm friends with Bill Thompson. You know that's right. Is that right? What's up, Birdie? How are you? Good to see you in here. Is that right? I'm friends with Bill Thompson. You know that's right. Get your t-shirts. I'm friends with Bill Thompson. Don't kick me out of this courtroom. I'm here to report. I got my badge on. Independent journalism is a great thing. It's great not to be owned. Is that right? So again, 2 different videos. Molly dropping that I saw Bryan. Molly dropping down that she's friends with Bill Thompson in June of 2022. Friends. Like, after she gets the ticket, why are you even saying that? Usually you drop that stuff before you get a ticket. Molly's like, I'm friends with Bill Thompson after I just got slapped with $130 ticket. You are very welcome. Thank you for being assertive. It's all about the truth, man. Whatever it is. Bryan may be guilty. Bryan may be innocent. Okay, but all of us are innocent until proven guilty. And what I can prove here today is that Molly told the world that she is friends with Bill Thompson. Remember, though, Molly would know Bill Thompson because her husband was shot years back, and she was a witness. She testified. She testified against Nesbitt, who shot her husband, and allegedly it was because it had nothing to do with drugs, though, they say. And it was because they were just going over there to change locks on a door. Again, wild stories. Wild stories. Now, please be aware if you watch my show with children around, okay, tonight's coverage goes into a lot about human sex trafficking. It goes into things that I just don't think are appropriate for younger audience. So that's for my deep dive tonight. If you want to join me, we're going to talk about who Molly has in a good friend, Janelle, whose dad is Lars Ronson Braun, and the facts of his case and what he appealed. But I actually also know the victim of the case, and we've reached out to see if she would want to talk about it, has anything to say, maybe has some insight on just who are the people that are involved at the time of the crime to be in that area potentially. But Molly doesn't DoorDash alone. So Lars is the father of Janelle, and he also had a son who ended up overdosing back in 2017. Janelle found her brother. It's very sad. But this Lars guy took his pony show on the road and was doing shit in New Mexico, was doing stuff in Florida, the Carolinas, Washington, Idaho. And I want to tell you guys all about it because I think it is just, first of all, I think it's relevant, but it is highly disturbing. And it's a different, I want to show everybody a perspective of how this sex trafficking, you know, it's not like when you hear that word, it's like, oh, somebody got a caravan and loaded up a bunch of people and they're, you know, that's not, we're going to show you how this happens. What's going on around there. And this to me would be every reason in the book why you'd want to keep this hush hush. Is remember, I've always said the university wanted this packaged up in a bow. This will destroy the town, destroy the area, and it's on Coomer Green's watch. It's on the people that are policing over there. But if this amazing university is literally surrounded in a town that's just filth and dirty and not truly safe, okay, we're not going to have parents sending their kids to the school. And we want to talk about outsiders. These people moved to Moscow. Janelle didn't grow up with her family in Moscow, Idaho. How did Janelle and her husband, Joshua Davidson, how did they end up in Moscow? You know, when you want to talk about the outsiders. Molly. Where's Molly originally from? Rose says Lana is in her prime. Oh, we are. Oh, we are. So with all of that said, join me back today at noon and then tonight for a big sex trafficking, prostitution, and everything that I've talked about during the course of this case. I said one day I'm going to show you how 1992 turned in, how you were doing things back in like the 80s and the 90s, and then the late 90s, and then the 2000s, and then the 2010s, now 2020, that there's a new modern way of doing things because of the internet. So come back, hear about it. It's all from court documents. We don't need to speculate on anything. We are putting it out in court documents, and we are just simply showing that everything I'm going to show tonight, it's one step. It's touching the people that were there supposedly at 4:00 in the morning. And I don't believe that Molly would have DoorDashed alone. We don't even know if it was truly Molly there, if it was just her account. And you know what the other crazy part is that, oh, what if her phone was there? Then she's there. I was told that these people here, you have to take my phone because some people don't even have phones. And so you're going to need to use my phone to DoorDash and then come back and bring the money, and then we'll cash it out and we have money to go get our next score. So we have lots to talk about. But this right here, Molly saying that Bill Thompson is her friend in June. No wonder the DoorDash and everything to do with the DoorDash has been so secretive, because it is so fragile.
Okay. The reason we issue these citations is obviously if you hit somebody and you don't have insurance, that person's out a lot of money, right? So we take it pretty serious, all right? So,
I need to get it straightened out.
Yeah.
I've gotten one in the past. So
Yeah.
I'm friends with Bill Thompson.
Okay. All righty. Sounds good.
All right. I'm friends with Bill Thompson too. We're all friends with Bill. We'll see you guys at noon. Hit your subscribe button, hit your like or dislike button. Have an opinion. I'm never going to tell you what to think. But definitely hit that notification button. That way you will get notified when we provide you with information. So, all right, guys, until next time. Truth and Transparency thanks you for watching again. Special shout out to Christy, baby. Get that T up in there. Christy. And this one is for all the freaks.